Okay, I also wanted to do a video on the Mario quadratics, and it went away. Perfect. Okay, so here it is again. All right, so I'm going to open this up. First thing that I need to do is sign in with Google. Make sure you're signed in through Student View, because that's going to make it so your name pops up on my side. So I'm just going to go through here, and I'm going to log myself in under my account. Although I just changed my name and my account to this. Okay. Now I'm hoping it'll work. Okay, so continue the activity. All right. So here is kind of how I'm probably going to do 3 or so with you guys. All right. So for number 1, I see my parabola down here at the bottom. Okay. And it's too low. Okay, because he needs to jump through the coin. So if I hit run right now, yeah, he's not going to make it. He'll do like a little hop. Okay, he needs to get up. He needs to get up to the coin. So this is what we have plugged in right now. Okay, so remember, if you watch my last video, the +1 on the outside, that means that the parabola is moved up 1. So just to confirm that, look at the black dot. Do you see how it's moved up 1? Okay, each box is, look at the side. I can't draw on this, but it goes 2, 4, 6, 8. So this parabola is 1 high. That's what the +1 did. And then on the inside where it says x minus 10 squared, that minus 10 sends us right 10. So do you see how this parabola from the middle, okay, from the origin, is right 10 and 1 up? All right. And then we also know that the -1, the a value in front, turns it upside down, okay? And it means that if from the vertex, again, I wish I could draw on this, if I go over 1 to the right, I would go 1 down. Now this is too low, like we talked about. So you need to think about what number do you need to change so the parabola moves up to the coin. Well, I need to move it up. So it's this number on the outside. That +1 isn't high enough, so I need to make that something that's bigger. So I'm going to go plus, see what happens if I do like +3. Okay, it moves it up to 3. And then I just look on the grid, like how high is the coin? It's at 6. So I got to go +6. And now that it's going through the coin, I hit run, and he would go through it. Yay. Okay. Now, if I hit more coins, some more coins pop up. And if I hit it, he's not going to go through all of them. So what I need to do is I need to make the parabola wider. So I start thinking about which one of my numbers over here in the equation, okay, -1, 10, or 6, which one makes it wider? Well, it's the front number, it's the a value. Okay, remember, the bigger the number gets out in front, like let's see what happens if I make that something bigger like 12. 12 did the opposite of what I wanted, right? It made it more narrow. So I need to make it smaller than 1. So I might make it like -1/2. See how it's -1/2? And now it got a little bit wider, and just wide enough for him to cruise through the coins. Oh, wow. Okay, we can play around on this one for a while. I didn't know that there were ways to do this. Okay. So now the coins are closer to him. So I don't want it like so far out. So I would think about, how do I get the parabola to move closer to him? Well, I don't want it 10 over anymore. So I would switch -10 to something smaller. Let's see, like what if we go -7? Oh, well, I guessed right. Okay, I was hoping to have to try a little bit there. But yeah, so what that tells me is right 7 and up 6. So if I hit run on that, he goes through those. Okay? Let's see if it gives me the more coins option again. Well done. Move to the next screen. I guess not. Okay? All right, so moving on. So this one, you're going to have to move that orange parabola there. Look at Mario. See the orange parabola? It's faced the wrong way. So the first thing you're going to need to do is turn it the right way by making that a negative number. See how it's underneath his feet now? Now you're going to have to somehow figure out how to move it to the right and move it up. Maybe make it wider like we did in the last problem. So he makes it over. And I'll leave that one for you. Okay. This one. It's too bad that these equations are written like this, and it's the only problem in the whole thing where it's like this, okay? The rest of them, in fact, why don't we just get rid of them? So when you get here, just get rid of the equations, or okay, just erase. Okay. And just start from scratch, because that's what you're going to have to do on a lot of the other ones in the future too. Okay, so I'm going to start out writing this. I'm going to go y equals parentheses x. Where's x? There's x. Okay, so right now it's linear, right? Because it's not squared. We're going to make it squared though. Okay, now we know that we need to move it to the right, right? So where does the middle of this is the star. See the star? How many to the right is the star? The star is 9 to the right. So I need to move this to the right 9. So is that plus 9 or is that minus 9? It's the opposite, remember? It's minus 9. I'm going to close my parentheses. It's still not making a parabola because it's not squared. So I need to hit the squared button. And now I have what I want. Okay, at least we're getting it in the right spot. So I know I need to move it up, and I know I need to invert it. I need to reflect it and make it go down. Let's reflect it first. Like, how do I make it go down? Well, I put a negative out front, okay? And remember, if I don't have anything in front of there, there's a 1 there. So that's really -1. Okay, I could also type in like -2. All right, now I got to move it up. So that's the number on the outside. So plus however far I need to move it up. So it looks to me like those clouds are about 8 high. So I'm going to go plus 8. Now we're getting more in the position that we need, right? It's just not wide enough. So I would change my, oh wait, he's going to have to, oh, okay. So there's 2 equations because they want him to like land on the star. I was trying to do it all at once. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we got to move it to the left, right? Like 9 over is too much. So I'm going to move it less. Like let's move it 6 over. That's not bad, but we should get it right over the coin, right? Let's go 7. That doesn't look like exactly right either, does it? So it seems to be in between 7 and 6. So how about 6.5? And now it's right in the middle, but it's too high. 8 up is too much. So I'm going to go down to 6. And now it's too narrow, right? He'd fall off the side, so I'd have to make it wider. And in order to make it wider, remember, you have to make this a smaller negative number. So like -1/2, maybe that'll work. Let's see, -1 divided by 2. I don't know. It looks to me like that is too wide, right? So since it's too wide, you could play around with it until you get it. But it looks like 1/2 is too small. Okay, actually that might work, just -1. Okay, so if I hit it here, I'm just curious to see like, oh, they're going to make us type in something else for the other one. All right, I think that's going to work. Okay, so now you would type in something else over here for this one, for the second parabola. Okay, so think about how you could get him to go through that other coin and then hit run and see if the whole thing works. Okay, and for the rest of them, you got to kind of type them in on your own. Okay, so the biggest thing with that is remember to hit squared, because if you don't, it's just going to make a line. Like if I take that squared away, you're going to be like, why isn't it making a parabola? Okay, right now it's making some line you can't see. But make sure that it's squared right there, so it makes a parabola, and then just try to get it to go through the coins. Hopefully that helps with Mario.